You skipped a meal today. Maybe it was breakfast. Maybe lunch. Maybe you simply forgot. And somewhere inside your body, something switched on. Not an alarm. Not a warning. Something far more interesting than that. Program ancient, precise, and designed specifically for this moment. A program your body has been carrying for hundreds of thousands of years, waiting for exactly the conditions you just created. You were told that skipping meals was wrong, that your body needed constant fuel to stay strong, to function, to survive. That was never the whole story. Because the moment your last meal finishes digesting, your body stops waiting and starts working. A different kind of work. The kind that can only happen when food is absent. Today, we go hour by hour. And by the end, the way you understand your own hunger will never be quite the same. Hours 1 to 8, the fuel switch, let's start at the beginning. When you eat, your body converts food into glucose, a simple sugar that travels through your blood and powers your cells. Your pancreas releases insulin to manage this process. Insulin moves glucose into your cells, stores whatever is left over, and keeps your energy system running smoothly. This is the fed state. Fuel coming in, being processed, being stored. Then the meal ends. For hours later, your blood glucose begins to drop. Insulin drops with it. And this is where something important begins. Your liver has been holding glucose in a stored form called glycogen, a backup fuel reserve. Think of it as a small internal battery. When incoming fuel stops, your body turns to this battery first. Your liver begins releasing glucose back into the bloodstream, keeping your brain and muscles supplied. This process is automatic. It needs no decision from you. It has been running in the human body for hundreds of thousands of years. Here is the evolutionary reason it exists. Your ancestors had no kitchen and no schedule. Food was available when they found it, and unavailable when they didn't. Sometimes that gap lasted hours, sometimes longer. Your body was never designed to require constant fuel input. It was designed to manage fuel intelligently across long, unpredictable gaps. The liver's glycogen reserve is the first layer of that intelligence. By hour 6, reserves are drawing down. By hour 8, they are nearly depleted. And this is when your body prepares for something larger. Insulin is now at its lowest point of the day, and low insulin is not a problem. It is a signal. It tells your fat cells that storage mode is over. It tells your body that the next fuel source is ready to be accessed. For the first time in hours, your fat tissue begins releasing stored energy into the bloodstream. The switch has begun. Think about the last time you went 8 hours without food. Did your energy crash completely, or did it stabilize after that first wave of hunger passed? That stabilization was this switch activating. Leave your answer below. Hours 8 to 16, your cells begin cleaning themselves. Most people never reach this phase. They eat before it begins. But if you continue without food past hour 8, something activates inside your cells that cannot activate any other way. Scientists call it autophagy. Why? In plain terms, your cells begin cleaning themselves. Here's how it works. When your body is constantly processing food, all available cellular resources are directed outward, toward digestion, storage, and energy distribution. Internal maintenance gets pushed aside. Cellular debris accumulates. Old proteins that no longer function correctly stay in place. The system runs, but it does not clean itself. When food stops arriving, the priorities shift. With insulin low and incoming fuel absent, your cells activate an internal recycling system. Damaged components are broken down and repurposed. Old proteins are cleared. Worn cellular structures are processed and renewed. This system is not new. It has existed in living organisms for over 1 billion years. It is so fundamental to cellular biology that the scientist who mapped its mechanisms in detail received the Nobel Prize in 2016. Your ancestors ran this system regularly, not by choice, but because their natural eating patterns created the gaps that trigger it. Every extended period without food was at the cellular level a maintenance window opening. The average modern diet keeps insulin elevated for 12 to 16 hours every day. That maintenance window rarely gets the chance to fully open. Not because your biology is broken, because the signal it needs simply isn't present often enough. Your cells have been carrying this capability your entire life. They are waiting for the conditions that allow it to run. By hour 16, cellular cleanup is underway, and your body is preparing to switch fuel systems entirely. How many hours pass between your last meal at night and your first meal the next morning? Counted honestly, that number is how long your cellular maintenance window has been open, or how long it has been waiting. Hours 16 to 24, your brain switches fuel by hour 16. Your liver's glycogen reserve is largely gone. Your body needs a new primary fuel source, and it has one. It has always had one. Fat. Your liver begins converting fatty acids released from fat tissue into molecules called ketones. Ketones are an alternative fuel your brain, heart, and muscles can use in place of glucose. They travel through the bloodstream, cross into brain tissue, and power your neurons directly. This is not an inferior backup system. Research shows that certain tissues, including the heart and the brain, process ketone fuel with measurable efficiency. Some studies suggest that neurons perform specific cognitive functions differently. When running on ketones compared to glucose, your brain evolved in an environment where ketones were not unusual. They were expected. Pre-agricultural humans regularly entered this metabolic state, not as a wellness practice, but as a natural consequence of how food availability worked throughout most of human history. The mental clarity many people experience after extended periods without food is not imagination. It is a documented neurological shift that occurs during this fuel transition. The biology behind it is real and measurable. By hour 20, another change occurs. Growth hormone, one of your body's most important tissue preservation signals, rises significantly. Research shows that a 24-hour period without food can produce substantial increases in growth hormone output. Growth hormone protects muscle tissue, supports cellular repair, and helps regulate your metabolic rate. The evolutionary logic is straightforward. When food is scarce, the last thing your body wants is to break down the muscle you need to go find more. So it releases the hormone that prevents exactly that. By hour 24, your body is running a completely different biological program than it was at hour 1. Different fuel, different hormones, different cellular priorities. What this actually means for you now, the picture's complete. Your body after 24 hours without food is not a body in crisis. It is a body running one of the most sophisticated programs evolution ever produced. Hour by hour, it manages a precise fuel transition. It opens a cellular maintenance window. It switches to an energy source your brain has been equipped to use for hundreds of thousands of years. It releases hormones that protect your muscle and support your internal repair systems. None of this requires your input. It runs because it was built to run in response to conditions your ancestors faced as a normal part of life. Here's what this means for the patterns you have been living with. If you have ever felt unexpectedly sharp after a long morning without food, that was your fuel transition completing. If you have ever noticed hunger disappearing after the first wave, that was your body successfully switching fuel sources. If you've ever felt lighter after a longer gap between meals, that was your cellular systems running maintenance they rarely get the chance to complete. These were not random experiences. They were not willpower. They were your ancient biology doing exactly what it was designed to do. Understanding this does not prescribe a specific way of eating. It means understanding what your body is actually doing and recognizing that hunger is not always an emergency. Sometimes it is the signal that something important is beginning. After everything in this video, the fuel switch, the cellular cleanup, the brain's alternative fuel, what is the one thing about your own hunger or energy patterns that finally makes sense in a way it didn't before? Tell me below. You thought skipping a meal was just skipping a meal? Now you know it isn't. Your body's been carrying this program since before your first breath. It does not need instructions. It does not need a plan. It needs the conditions that allow it to activate, and it responds with hundreds of thousands of years of biological precision. The story you were told about hunger was incomplete. It's not wrong. Incomplete. Because nobody explained what happens on the other side of it. Nobody connected the biology to the experience you have been living your entire life. That was never a mystery. It was always biology. There is no average metabolism. There never was. There is only yours, ancient, intelligent, and running exactly the program evolution built for it.